General Motors (GM) shares fell almost 6% on Thursday after the carmaker once again warned that production of its electric vehicle (EV) lineup is being slowed by issues assembling updated battery modules. Hello and welcome to Lyriq Media. We endeavor to keep you informed of the most recent information and breaking news about the EV Lyriq Cadillac and other upcoming EVs from the Cadillac Corporation. So if you're a fan or owner of an electric vehicle, this channel is for you. We work as a family, listening to your suggestions in the comments area and providing all of the videos you need to stay current in the EV field. Please subscribe, like this video, and click the notification bell if you're new here to stay up to speed on our latest content. Thank you kindly. Let's get started. General Motors is investing tens of billions of dollars to produce new electric vehicles, and it hopes catch up to Tesla. But those ambitious goals appear distant. This year, the company is struggling to produce a new electric car battery pack meant for the electric vehicles it plans to introduce over the next several years. On Tuesday, GM's chief executive, Mary T. Barra, said the delays were disappointing and stemmed from a supplier's inability to deliver automated manufacturing machinery. "We are working on multiple fronts to put this behind us," she said in a conference call with analysts. GM once again noted that issues in producing new Ultium battery packs are slowing the manufacturing of its electric vehicles. Production of the Cadillac Lyriq has been especially impacted by the battery issue. General Motors, GM, shares fell almost 6% on Thursday after the carmaker once again warned that production of its electric vehicle, EV, lineup is being slowed by issues assembling updated battery modules. Many investors are increasingly worried about the company's plans because electric vehicles are the fastest-growing segment of the auto industry and are the most important piece of Ms. Barra's long-term strategy for GM. A big fear for investors is that GM, Ford Motor, and other large automakers stand to lose customers as more drivers buy battery-powered cars. In China, Europe, and California, where electric vehicles account for a significant and growing share of new car sales, once dominant automakers like Volkswagen and Toyota have been losing market share to Tesla and Chinese automakers like BYD. At a conference, CFO Paul Jacobson repeated concerns that he and CEO Mary Barra had expressed when the company released its second quarter earnings report last month. The battery issue was especially impacting the manufacturing of the Cadillac Lyriq. Jacobson said that more than 1,000 were produced in July, but that was well below the rate GM had originally estimated. The company missed production targets last year and delivered fewer than 2,400 luxury SUVs in the first half of this year. 2 years ago, Ms. Barra said GM aimed to double annual revenue by 2030 to about $280 billion. Much of the increased business is supposed to come from electric vehicles and new revenue from software and services linked to those cars and trucks. The company has also set a goal of phasing out internal combustion models by 2035. Right now, GM is way behind where they should be, said Sam Fiorini, Vice President of Global Vehicle Forecasting at Auto Forecast Solutions, a consulting firm. If they're having trouble with the first wave of these new EVs, and if they can't roll them out, that's not good for the next wave of higher volume models. In the first half of this year, GM built just 50,000 electric vehicles, and about 80% were Chevrolet Bolts that use an older battery pack made by a supplier. In the United States, GM sold fewer than 2,800 vehicles that used its new modular Ultium battery packs, which are made at an Ohio factory that the company owns with LG Energy Solution. 2 other Ultium factories are under construction in Tennessee and Michigan. Ms. Barra said GM was sticking with a previous forecast that it would make 400,000 electric vehicles in North America from 2022 to 2024, and is expected to make 100,000 in the second half of this year. But she did not repeat an earlier prediction that the company would make more than 1 million in 2025, most of which were supposed to use Ultium technology. Ultium battery packs are made from Lego-like modules that can be combined in different sizes. By using them in many vehicles, from compact cars to large pickups, GM hopes to reap economies of scale and gain a cost advantage over other automakers. GM had said it would stop making the Bolt, but Ms. Barra said the company now planned to update the car with Ultium technology. For now, the sluggish electric vehicle rollout isn't hurting the company's bottom line. GM said on Tuesday that it made a profit of $2.6 billion from April to June, an increase of 52% from a year earlier. Revenue totaled $44.7 billion, up 25%. GM's chief financial officer, Paul Jacobson, said the company had benefited from higher prices and strong sales of trucks and sport utility vehicles in North America. The average price of the vehicles that GM sold in the second quarter was $52,000, about $1,600 more than in the first quarter of the year. GM sold 833,000 cars and trucks in North America in the second quarter, a 26% increase from a year earlier. In the rest of the world, it sold 147,000 vehicles, about 8,000 fewer than a year earlier. Mr. Jacobson also said GM is now expected to earn $9.3 billion to $10.7 billion this year, up from a previous target of $8.4 billion to $9.9 billion. The company also expects to reduce costs by $3 billion by the end of 2024, $1 billion more than an earlier forecast. The company could struggle to hit its financial targets this year if United Auto Workers go on strike. The company's contract with the UAW ends in September, and management and union officials recently started negotiating a new deal. The union has taken a more aggressive posture in the talks under its new president, Shawn Fain. GM currently offers only a few vehicles that use Ultium batteries. They include the Cadillac Lyriq, an SUV, the GMC Hummer, which has a starting price of about $900,000, and large delivery vans made by a new division called BrightDrop. This summer and fall, GM is supposed to add 3 electric Chevrolets, the Blazer and Equinox SUVs, and an electric Silverado pickup. The company had previously said the Silverado would go on sale in the spring, but the truck is now not expected until the fall. Thank you for watching this video on Lyriq Media, your go-to source for all things electric from Cadillac. We hope that you found this content informative and engaging, and that it has helped to broaden your understanding of the rapidly evolving world of electric transportation. As always, we are committed to bringing you the latest news, insights, and analysis from the forefront of the EV industry. Whether you're looking for information on the latest electric car models, updates on industry trends, or tips on how to maximize your EV ownership experience, Lyriq Media is here to help. So please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on all the latest developments in the world of electric vehicles. And if you have any questions or suggestions for future content, please feel free to leave us a comment below. Thanks again for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.